the founding father of our nation, Mzee Jomo Kenyatta, advised us that for our country to heal and move forward, we must forgive, but we can never forget. This advice to forgive and not to forget was not a call to begrudge the perpetrators of the darkest part of our history. It was a call to remind our children about our past every Mashujaa Day, and to do it recognizing that liberation is a process. The more we ponder our history in its truest form, the more liberated we become. But those who whitewash and dodge their history become victims of its ugly parts. Fellow Kenyans, this day, the 20th of October, was set aside by our forefathers because there is no country without a history, and there is no history without heroes. The day was also set aside to remind us that history is not just about the past. Our history is also a torch that blazes a trail into the future as well. And that is why I invite you today to reflect with me on the heroes and heroines that defined our nationhood. Although we speak of October 1952 as the hallmark date in the history of our heroes, tales of heroism in Kenya date back to the 19th century, well over 100 years ago. And this is testament to the fact that our national pride is not a recent affair. It is something ingrained in our consciousness as a people. For instance, Chief Waiyaki Wa Hinga led a resistance movement of the Agikuyu against the leadership of the British administration towards the end of the 19th century. His main complaint was that the colonizers were excessive in their demand for livestock and labor from his people. And during one of the disagreements, he is said to have burnt down a British establishment in his jurisdiction in 1890. 2 years later, in 1892, Waiyaki Wa Hinga was arrested and buried alive at Manyani Maximum Prison in Taita Taveta. He died a hero. And today, I cannot be more proud than I was last week when in the same venue, Manyani, I introduced the future heroes of our nation, a group of 800 young men and women engaged in groundbreaking innovations for the future of our country.